Go. Hello, hello. All right, I am back again tonight. We are doing another kit from tmigifts.com. So if you aren't following them, go ahead and give them a follow. They're on TikTok, Facebook. They've got their own app. They've got their own website. They're on Pinterest. They're on the tubes. They've got it all, okay? So if you guys want to purchase this kit, hello. Hi, TMI is already in the chat. Hey, is it Tiff? Tiff, is that you? Because I had a question. Do you know if, do you know how many kits are left of the succulent kit? So we can give an update on that. And if they're able to get any more. That was going to be my question. Hello, Kathy. How are you? It's Tiffany. Everyone say hi to Tiffany. How are y'all? Okay, so I created this kit with TMI, with Miss Lori at TMI. Let me tell you something, okay? I think this is going to be a really cool, creative, out of the box, kind of unique. Hello, friends. Hi, guys. This is a kit you can get from tmigifts.com. I believe there are only 4. There are 4 left, okay? So if you guys want to get it, you can use my code TC20. You'll get 20% off. I think with that discount, it makes it under $60 for the kit, okay? So let me tell you what the kit includes, okay? Every kit is going to be just a little tiny bit different, okay? But let me kind of give you a breakdown, okay? You're going to get a rectangle foam block, okay, which you can use in this design, multiple designs. If you're going to do a smaller piece, you can chop this up in half and use it for 2 pieces. It all depends on how you're going to use it, okay? You're going to get a variety of succulents. So not everyone is going to have the same exact succulents, okay? They're going to be different, but I'm going to show you what I got. You're going to probably get 1 focal point, 1 large piece, okay? I love this. I'm obsessed with this, okay? So you're going to probably get 1 large focal piece, and then you're going to get, you know, kind of like a medium focal piece, okay? And then you're going to get a couple fillers. We got 2 grass plants here. And then we got a variety of smaller succulents, okay? So this is 1 bundle. Then we've got another couple like these, okay? We've got lots of different colors, lots of different variations. We've got some really cool hanging bits and other kind of pieces, okay? Good variety. Huge, nice variety. Look at the colors on these. They're beautiful. And then, hang on. This is my wild card. I always throw in a wild card. It also comes with 2 of these dried roses. You're going to get 2 stems. One is a larger piece and one is a smaller piece. Hey, Miss Janie. You all nice. You love succulents. Who else loves succulents? Hey, Krista girl, how are you? How are you? Oh, thanks for sharing it out, guys. I really appreciate it. TikTok is just doing its thing for my Facebook friends. If y'all want to share it out, I would so appreciate it. All right, so like I said, each kit is going to be just a little tiny bit different, okay? And if you want to find this kit, you would go onto their app or their website under the tab that says Custom Wreath Boxes. You would click that, and I believe it's the first or the second kit that comes up, and it's really budget friendly. You are going to need to supply your own base, okay? So I made a video where I showed a couple different ideas for bases. I'm going to show you a few more in case you need some inspiration or some ideas, okay? This is what I'm going to be using. It is a dough bowl, okay? So just a dough bowl. You can get these just about anywhere, okay? And now I did spray it with insulation foam. Just because I already had this in my projects, but you could use the green foam. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use the green foam for. We're going to do a succulent design after this. We're going to do 2 succulent designs tonight, okay? I'm going to show you what I'm going to use this for. A little tiny bit different design, okay? On a tobacco basket, okay? So I'm going to use the foam on the tobacco basket. Hey, Miss Heather. Hi, Cindy. How are you guys doing? Miss Lori. What's up, friends? How are y'all? So we're going to do a wall piece and we're going to do a centerpiece base, okay? Teaching how to design a couple different ways. That way you have a couple options. If you purchase this kit, you can get a couple different ideas, okay? You're just not just having shown one, I wanted to show one other piece. This was one of the pieces that I found while I was shopping. So it's a wood tray, but it's got like a wicker braid on it. So anything that you find, you could use as this base, okay? Go garage shopping, go thrift store shopping, find something, the more unique, I think the cooler it will be. These would be great Mother's Day gifts, great office gifts, teacher gifts. If you've got any sort of thing like that, I think these are great for that, okay? So we are going to go ahead and get started. Hello, Miss Eve. Hi, Miss Tanya. How are you guys? How are my Facebook friends? Are you all doing okay? I got out my handy dandy Lazy Susan. Anytime I'm designing a centerpiece, and now full open on honesty here, I lose it quite a bit, but I always have a Lazy Susan on me. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them in Dollar Tree. Always have a Lazy Susan on you when you're working on centerpieces because it just makes it so much easier to work around, okay? You're gonna need hot glue. You're gonna need a good set of nippers, okay? And then I'm probably gonna end up using a little bit of moss to cover up my foam, okay? That's hopefully not, but just in case we don't want to see the foam, we're gonna use a little bit of moss to cover that up. Now, I have a couple clients that really don't like moss. So an alternative, just throwing this out there, an alternative is you can always paint your foam, but the green foam will blend in a lot more, okay? But I'm saving this for my wall piece. Thank you so much. What size bags does everyone else have? All right, so this is a teaching live tonight. So if you guys want to purchase this kit, it's from tmigifts.com. I believe there's only 4 left. You can use my code TC20. You'll get 20% off. And that's on anything at TMI. Even if this isn't the kit, if you want to get another kit, I have a couple other kits, or if you're shopping around looking for anything else, okay? Thanks, guys. Hello, hello. All right, so lots of people tell me they struggle with centerpiece design. So I'm going to share kind of the way I look at it, the way I attack it, and kind of see if it works for you guys. Try it out. Sharon just bought the kit. Awesome. Thanks, girl. Oh, thank you. Woohoo. Okay, so that means we only have 3 kits left. All right. Anytime you have a piece that's going to have a super, super duper thick stem like that, I don't cut it. Even my industrial bolt colors, I don't think will go through that thick. Okay, so we're gonna keep it. We're gonna work around it. Okay, so if you use spray foam or if you use the green foam, you'll be able to just poke this through the green foam pretty easily. But I find it does help if you take a little knife and you carve through and make a little tiny hole as an indent. It just helps it go in a little bit easier. Okay. So I always like to start on my centerpieces with the largest piece first. And I'm going to get this kind of in the center because I want this to be seen 360 all the way around. I'm not going to design it with the back because it's a round dull piece. So if you have a square piece or a rectangle piece, you may design just in the front. Okay, so it depends on what kind of base you're using. So for my round, I'm doing 360. If you have a square or a rectangle piece, I would just do a frontal design and not worry about a back wall, okay? Patricia bought a kit too. Oh my gosh, thanks, Patricia. So we only have 2 kits left. That's why I was asking Tiff, that's all that we're able to do, right? Just the 2? This wasn't something they could restock, was it? I wasn't sure. So if you guys are liking this kit, snag one up. There are only 2 left. All right, thanks, Miss Patricia. So I'm going to put some hot glue into my hole that I kind of created first, okay? And then I'm going to dab some hot glue around the stem. We're doing it both ways. And we're going to insert it into the foam and just kind of hold it there for a second, okay? Ah, thanks, Tiff. Thanks so much, girl. My friends on TikTok are teasing me about my big bag of moss. They're saying it's an industrial size bag of moss. Well, let me tell you, I go through a lot of moss. I make a lot of of pieces that I use moss for. You guys are funny. Okay, so once you have your largest piece in first, okay, you're now gonna grab your second largest piece, okay, because that's what's gonna help create shaping and dimension, and then you're gonna work on filling everything else in, okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I want to design this a little tiny bit asymmetrical, okay. Succulents are all going to be so different. Actually, let me swing this around one more way. There we go. Succulents are meant to be all kind of different shapes. They're pretty when you put them together. So I'm going to point this at a different angle, okay? So this one's going straight up. This larger piece is filling out on the side, okay? So that's how I'm going to get that in there. And we're gonna use some glue. That's why you definitely want to invest in a Lazy Susan. You're gonna need it. You're gonna use it, I promise. And if you don't, just put it in your kitchen pantry for your food goods. Nicole says it looks so real. I know. Well, I grew up in the desert of Palm Springs, California, and we have lots and lots of succulents and cactus because it is a big old desert and we don't get a lot of rain. So that was something that we got to see a lot of. Hey, Miss Kim, how are ya? Okay. Now, I also got this piece, and this is a really large single leaf, okay? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this as a way to think outside the box, okay? So it's got a wire pick on one end, okay? It has the leaf on the other, but I want to insert this into it on both sides. So you can do this two different ways, okay? I'm going to show you. You have a lot of aloe vera plants, says Janie. I grew up with aloe vera plants. Anytime we had an injury, Grandma would say, get out the aloe, get out the aloe. And it would be like our job. We would go and we'd cut a bit of the aloe, and we'd cut the skin open, and then we'd squeeze out the medicine is what my grandma always called it. Anything could be solved with an aloe plant. Tiff has an aloe plant too. We have an aloe plant, but it's growing. We haven't been able to get a whole lot of growth on it. Okay, so if you guys got this leaf stem or you got something similar, I'm pulling the wire stem through that plastic, okay? But if that doesn't work, if you have one that's a little bit thicker and you can't do that, you guys see me use my floral pins, or you see me use the stems that I keep when I cut off my florals. You can always just glue this on to act as a stabilizer, okay? Hey, Miss Vanya, how are you? All right, so I'm gonna get creative with what we're gonna do here. This is a really tall piece. It would be cool that tall, but I'm thinking business-wise to ship this might be a little expensive if we go that tall. Okay, I don't want to go any taller than this, and it could come down just a little tiny bit. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna dip this in my hot glue, okay, and I'm gonna insert it into the foam. There we go. And I'm gonna bend it. So it's now created this really cool swerve, okay? So the idea here is we're using different shapes, different angles, different dimensions to make it visually interesting all the way around, okay? Now, like I said, everyone's kit is gonna be just a little tiny bit different, okay? So you may not get this leaf. They're all going to be just a little tiny bit different. But if you get a leaf like this, or you get something that maybe, might be a little bit different, think about the way that it moves. If it's something that you can manipulate, try and manipulate it to get it to go where you want it to go. Hey, Miss Sandy. Oh, Miss Sandy, I forgot to send you a photo for Claire. I'm so sorry. Is she with you? I can show it on the live once we're done with these two pieces. Benoit. Ah, thank you. Benoit, are you Oh, I know that. I know that. Okay, so I'm holding it in place just for a minute. Okay, she's not there. Okay. So we've already created such a cool foundation, whether you're looking at it this way, or through the middle. We're creating a really cool dimensional centerpiece, okay? So we've got our biggest elements in first. That's how we want to kind of get that out of the way. I'm actually going to probably use my fillers last. So now I'm going to start pulling in my other larger elements. Okay. And we'll save the smaller elements for next. We're going to grab our largest elements. Oh, I love this. Oh, thanks for the gifts, guys. Thank you. So pretty. So what I'm going to do is puncture it on this back side now. Pre-drill my hole with the stem just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so it's standing up. It's got some more height here and here. And we're going to get our glue. I think my friend Justin, he calls this his, what does he call it? His Harry Potter wand. Always have a stem that you use to cut off from something as your dipstick, essentially. Dipping items into your glue, because sometimes it's easier to puncture the foam first. Hey, Miss Ileana, how are you? Aw, thank you guys. Thank you. Well, it was a hot day here in Oklahoma. It was really hot. I was kind of surprised how hot it was. Okay, so I did one on the back. Now we're going to come around to the front, or the opposite side. Okay. I know. Hey, I got to give credit where credit is due, okay? So I'm rotating, and I'm going to get this one. I did one a little taller. I'm going to do this one a little bit shorter. Pre-drilling my hole, kind of positioning it where I want, and grabbing my glue. Oh, I just heard my family walk in the door. So if a horde of boys comes onto my live, just a warning. I heard them all come through the door right now. They very well may do that. All right, so we did front and one at the back. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put one on each side. Okay, I'm also varying my colors. So this one up front here has a little bit darker tone with the brighter tone with the softer tone, okay? I'm not putting them all together, and I'm contrasting them. So if you do a centerpiece like this, think about contrasting your pieces. Don't put all the same colors next to each other. These are opposite. It draws your eye in a little bit more. Kim, it is spray foam. It is spray foam insulation that I used, yes. But I'm going to design another piece with the foam, okay, the green foam. And the green foam, you get this in the kit. So you don't have to supply this yourself, okay? So if you want to, I'm going to show you how to design with this on my next piece. We're just going to get this one knocked out first. All right. So now we've kind of gone 3 sides. And I'm going to input another one. I'm going to cut this one. I want this one to be a little bit smaller now. Yes! Did I see Kayla? Hey, girl, how are you? What's going on? I'm excited to get to see you again, friend. Are we starting a countdown? Who is going to be coming to TMI Gifts in May? I know we've already started selling tickets, so if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, TMI Gifts is located in Golden, Mississippi, okay? And Miss Courtney with Southern Owls and myself are going to be teaching a class. I'm going to be teaching a floral grapevine, and Miss Courtney's going to do a mailbox swag. And then the next day, Miss Nicole with Looking Glass Wreaths, she is going to be teaching everyone how to design their own wired bow. It's a patriotic design, and I am so excited, and I am taking the class. So, I could not be more thrilled. If you guys are interested or you're thinking about taking a class, come. It's going to be a lot of fun. How was the weather in May? I'm not sure. I don't think have I been to TMI in May? When did we go last year? Tiff, what's the weather like in May? I think it's fine. I think it's nice. Okay. So now I'm going to start pulling in my other elements, my more 3D creative elements, okay? I know. I'm sorry for those of you that can't come or live too far away. Hey, you know, I'm sure we will be doing some lives, so we will get to see you guys on lives for sure. So make sure you're following TMI on all the platforms, okay? Okay, TMI says weather is like in the 80s. That sounds perfect. Okay, I got this big old bundle. Look at this big old bundle. A ton of filler in here. Okay. What? That's hot, Nicole? Oh, good gracious. That's nothing. I'll take 80s. Heck yes, I don't mind. At all. All right. I'm going to grab, these are two of my own succulents I'm going to add in, okay? Hey, Miss Jessie, how are you? Friend? What's going on? I'm just going to add in two more real quick because I'm going to add a little tiny bit more in here, okay? So if you picked a really big base, you may have to get a few extra items or just pull from your inventory of fillers. You can always add a bow. I'm not adding a bow for my piece, okay? But if you guys wanted to see examples, I think a burlap bow would be perfect for this. A burlap bow would be absolutely perfect. So that's what I would do. I would keep it kind of simple, okay? Hey, hi guys, welcome in. How are you guys doing tonight? If you are joining in late, we are doing a TMI kit tonight. I know it's not TMI Tuesday. It's TMI Thursday, apparently. We have had so many exciting things going on. We just couldn't get it all done, you know? So we're doing a couple extra things. All right, so I'm taking these extra succulents that I've got, and I'm filling it in wherever I need to cover up my foam. And I'm alternating colors, because that's what's going to make it visually interesting. The purple's next to the green, the sage is with the darker. So we're trying to keep it visually interesting all the way around. And I'm also kind of using, if you can tell, different shapes of succulents next to each other. They're just a little tiny bit different, okay? I know, Jess is coming. I'm so excited. She said that in the live the other day, and I was so excited. Heck yes. All right, we're going to put our last large one in. And then it's really just, it's really just going to be about filling it in. Hello, Miss Jennifer. How are you, friend? What's going on? Okay. So, we're just going to start getting our filler pieces and poking them in to cover up that foam. I like to vary their height. Okay, so do some up tall, do some small. Sprinkle them out wherever you see the need. Now, if you have multiples of something, I do recommend using all of your multiples first. Okay, so we've got two of these. So I'm going to use my multiples to fill that in first. Hey, Courtney. Y'all, Miss Courtney is back at it. She's back. Y'all, welcome back, Miss Courtney. Say, we've missed you. I don't know about superstar at all. You silly girl. She has been on vacation and she has been missed. Everyone has been asking me about her, so y'all be sure to say hi to Miss Courtney. She's going to be teaching a class too at TMI. All right, so I'm sprinkling my filler pieces around. I'm using my Lazy Susan to spin me around, so I'm not putting things in exactly the same spot next to each other, okay? Hello, friends. Hello. Don't be afraid to kind of go a little deep. And if you find you have a difficult time getting into the foam, you can always use my good friends floral picks or floral pins. They make it really, really easy to work with, okay? stick this one in there. Hello, hello. So I think we only have 2 more left of these succulent kits. So if you guys want to snag these up, you can get them at tmigifts.com. They come with a wide variety of succulents. Not all are going to be the same, okay? In fact, they're probably all going to be very, very different from each other. So I'm taking, let's see, I'm taking these bits now. These are almost like sedum, I think. And we're going to sprinkle those throughout, adding a little bit of height. And these have really good stems in them too, so you don't have to really worry about them being too weak. They have a nice, good wire. They're going to go wherever you kind of manipulate it and tell it to go. Who all likes succulents? Let's hear it. Do you like succulents or do you like cactus? Now, they technically are in the same family, but which ones did y'all have a preference? Okay. If you put succulents together, use some of the smaller filler pieces to break it up a little bit. I love them. I love them, says Miss Julie. Miss Francesca is a sucker for succulents. Oh, Miss Jessie, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, girl. Okay, so, again, perfect example right here. The smaller piece, I nestled it in between 2 larger pieces. It's going to break that up. It's going to draw your eye in. So think about nestling the smaller pieces in with the larger. Hey guys, welcome in. How are y'all doing? What's going on? We are teaching tonight how to design a succulent kit from our friends tmigifts.com, or you can shop on their app too, okay? They are doing live sales through the app. You can use our discount code when you're on their live sale too, okay? You don't just have to use the discount code when you're shopping online. You can use it through a live sale as well. And you can use our discount code TC20 or Miss Courtney's code OWL20 for purchasing your class ticket. Hello. Yes, can you please get me the there's a oval shaped pink wreath. Can you get that for me? Oh, it's right here. Sorry. Thank you, love. You're great.
Need water or anything?
No. I think well, let me check my water bottle, make sure it's nice and good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. So this is the wreath I'm going to be teaching how to make. It's going to be perfect for moms and daughters. It's got lots of pretty lime greens and pinks. It's beautiful. Okay, wait, what? Hey, Miss Kim. Vanilla white. What's vanilla white? What's vanilla white? What did I miss? So this is the wreath you guys are going to get to make and bring home. And then Miss Courtney's doing a mailbox swag. And like I said, Miss Nicole's going to teach a bow class the next day. Oh, Vanna. We need our Vanna, don't we? Don't be afraid to take something and cut it up to give you multiple options. Okay, so I've got a taller one now and a smaller one. So I'm going to sprinkle that around too. My husband always asks me if I need anything too. I know, he's the best. He's the best. If y'all don't know him, that's my husband. We jokingly and fondly call him Mr. T, Mr. Tarnation. He's my everything. He's going to be getting those kiddos to bed here pretty soon. Today was their last day of school. Very last day of school. Okay. See how I nestled that little one right in there? You probably wouldn't have thought to maybe put a little tiny bitty one in between there, but it adds more visual interest when you insert the smaller pieces with the larger pieces, okay? I know, me too. I'm so excited for the class. And that I get to bring it home, learn how Miss Nicole makes them. I am beyond excited. Okay. So again, we're still just using all of our all of our elements. We still haven't even gotten to the filler part yet or the florals. Okay. I'm tucking these in between our loop that we made. So we popped that one in right there. So you're just going to see a little bit of it peeking out. And then I'm going to insert this one right in here. So we're adding visual interest by putting in smaller pieces next to the larger pieces, different size shapes, all the things. I don't know. I'm sorry they would. So Tiff, that means you're going to be working. Well, hey, I think someone said we're going to need to do a private class, maybe. Maybe we get to do a private class for the fine folks at TMI. Yes, today was the last day of school for spring break. Sorry. Spring break starts tomorrow. So they don't have school. Bob, get thinking people go to work. Oh no. Oh no. All right, I'm going to grab our buds and we're just going to insert. Actually, let me see. I think I'm going to put one bud over here. Popping out, give a little bit of height. Okay. Oh, Tiff, you'll be popping in. You'll be popping in. Oh, Tiffany, I meant to tell you, Laurel was in my live the other night. If Laurel's in here, Laurel, she was asking about hotel accommodations, Tiff. Is there any way you can reach out to Laurel and give her all the information she's going to need for hotels? And if anyone else needs them, we will put it, I'll put it on my Facebook page tomorrow, okay? Ah, thanks, Tiff. Okay. So I want the big old dried floral peeking out at the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the leaves and I'm going to fan them out to help cover some of that foam. Okay. If you have more florals, add more florals in there. Anything that's dried or natural looking, earth tones, purples, blues, anything that would kind of match with the rest of the succulents that you're using here would be really, really pretty. Thank you for the gifts. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to pop another one in here. I'm trying to be careful not to put the bud and the larger piece right next to each other. Okay, so that's another little tip. If you've got two florals, try to separate them. First, it will vary it. And second, it'll make it go a little tiny bit longer, further. There we go. If you alternate how they stagger. Thank you guys. I think gravel would look good. No, gravel would look really pretty. Yes, gravel would look very, very pretty. And I can tell you that for sure because I'm telling you, I lived in the desert. I lived in the desert. We didn't have grass growing up. We did not have grass growing up. I'm going to take my leaves and I'm going to use it and I'm going to add it onto the foam, gluing it on so it is covering up more of our foam. So we're not seeing the foam, okay? Yes, so if you guys have purchased the kit, okay, have you guys already got an idea in mind for, oh, thank you, look at that bow, thanks guys. Have you already got an idea in mind for what you want your base to be? If you guys have questions, you know, let me know. Let me know, because I want to help you. I want to help you. That's what people message me the most about is probably centerpieces. Thank you, Miss Eve. Thank you, friend. All right, but this isn't going to be our only design tonight. We're going to design another piece so that either way, you guys are going to get a little bit of inspiration, okay? Couple different ways to do something. I'm tucking that in there. And I'm going to change this. I'm going to nestle this one down. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it up, show you guys how we're looking so far. So we have already filled that up. Yes, I do use moss. In fact, I showed the moss at the beginning, and I use the moss towards the end. I don't use the moss in the beginning. I'm gonna tell you guys why. I'm gonna share my reasoning behind that, okay? So hang tight 1 second. So I still see some foam in there, but we're not done. We still have a couple other pieces that I haven't added in yet. I'm gonna take my leaves. Hey, Miss Bethany, how's it going, girl? And I'm gonna cover up the base first. Okay. Don't be afraid to use the leaves with the succulents. It's okay. There are no rules here. There are no rules here, okay? And then we're gonna grab our grasses and we're gonna start filling in where we need some of that foam covered up with our grass. Thanks, guys. So if you have purchased a kit, I want to see all your guys' photos of your kits, okay? So we're going to post photos tomorrow, and when you guys get your kits or when you make your kits, I want to see what you guys are working on too. Thank you, Miss Jan. Thank you. So these grass plants, if you got these grass plants, they're a pusher. So I'm cutting them and I am separating them, so I'm going to get a little bit further into it, okay? And I believe there are 2 more of these kits left at tmigifts.com. So if you guys want to snag these up, get them at TMI Gifts. You can use my code TC20, okay? All right, so, ooh, yes. Hang on, I'm going to show here in just a second. I am loving this. In nature, succulents grow in all different kind of formations, so you don't want it to be perfect and uniform. You want it to be kind of asymmetrical or kind of different, okay? Oh, you have a China hutch. Nice. Yes. You have to make it fun. Girl. Yes. Heck yes. All right, so I'm going in through the center, so that these grass plants are just gonna be kind of sticking out. See what I'm kind of creating here? With these sprays kind of coming out wildly. That's exactly what I wanted it to do, because if I would have done that at the very beginning, it wouldn't look so natural popping in between. So we're gonna use that and we're gonna keep filling in our spots to make it look like it's naturally coming out, okay? Thanks, thank you. Yes, yes. So let me talk to you about moss, okay? I know a lot of folks don't like moss. So if you don't like moss, you know, that you just do whatever you want to do. The green foam will work wonders. It will cover it up too, okay? But if you're fine using the moss, when I first started wreath making and working with centerpieces, I would cover all of my foam with glue and with moss first. Hey, Miss Ann, how are you? Because I wanted the coverage, right? And it was more affordable to use the moss than to use lots of product, okay? But here's where I got into a little bit of a pickle. Is if you put too much glue, okay? And you have to put the glue for the moss to adhere. But if you put too much glue on, then it makes it really, really difficult, if your moss is laid out first, for you to put anything on top of it and penetrate through that glue and that moss. It hardens and it kind of becomes like a concrete with the moss. It makes it really difficult. So I stopped doing that, and I learned that I liked being able to insert a little bit of moss at the end. All I have to do is take a dipstick, dip it in glue, put it where I need to, through, and sprinkle my moss. So it's easier for me to do it that way than to put the moss on first. And that's just a personal preference, okay? If you guys like putting your moss on first, put your moss on first. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, I did just get a little notice a second ago that there's a new phone update for iPhones. So if it's glitching, that's probably a new development. Well, I'll probably be doing a phone update here pretty soon. Is it coming through clear for everyone else? It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you. So as you're rotating, as you're spinning, insert your grass plants or your filler plants. If you're going to use greenery, stick it in kind of random. You don't want it to be completely uniform. It's good for everyone. Okay. That's actually an amazing way. Hey, my thing here is if you guys can learn from my mistakes, learn from my mistakes, right? And, you know, that's how we grow, as we learn and we make mistakes. I've said this many times before. I love sharing this because it's my favorite piece of advice. It's the best thing my dad has ever shared with me, philosophy. And he said, you know, if we learn more from our mistakes than we ever do our successes, we will never be able to repeat success the same exact way. Okay. So you're going to learn from your mistakes more than you will your perfections, and embrace them. And don't be afraid to make them. Because if I didn't do that, you know, I never would have kind of found a better way, a different way for me to design. Oh, thanks, Miss Janie. Hello from Texas. How are you guys doing? Hey, Miss Cindy. What's going on, friend? How are you? Hey, I was thinking about you the other night. How's your husband doing? Is there some good news on that front? Lori's coming in. Hey, Miss Lori, how are you? What's going on, girl? Needy's in the chat. Hi, Miss Needy. We have so many friends in here. Hi, guys. How are y'all doing? Should we do roll call? Let's do roll call. Where is everyone watching from? Hey, Miss Lori, girl. How are you? We're doing our succulent kit tonight, my friend. And I'm going to show how to do it in two different designs. But this is how it's turning out so far. I know I've got to cover up some foam. But this is our first piece. And look at all the depth and dimension we've created by adding that grass filler in. Okay. Ah, thanks, Miss Lori. Oh, look at all these cool pieces. I mean, it just helps make such a unique piece. And I really think that adding this floral, now this floral comes with the kit too, guys. And you may think, why is a floral in with a succulent kit? Because growing up in the desert in Palm Springs, we would always put florals with our succulents. That's how I grew up. So if it may seem odd to you, that's okay. Don't put the floral in. Use the floral for a different project. But I'm telling you, growing up in the desert, tumbleweeds and all, we always put florals with succulents, and they turn out so pretty. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you. So we've got succulents, all different colors. We worked with shapes, sizes, height differences. We got really creative on our leaf here, creating a really cool architectural look. I get to brag a little bit about my dad because my dad is an architectural designer, and so I think he's instilled a little bit of that design in my hands and in my head a little bit. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, Miss Ann, it's 2 a.m. where you are and you can't sleep. I'm so sorry. I hope you can get some sleep soon, my dear. I'm just gonna add a few more grass plants in. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so glad you love this kit. I'm so glad. So who all is gonna tackle this kit? Let me hear it. I want to hear who's got this kit. What are you gonna be using it for? Thanks, guys. Thank you, Miss Sharitza. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, if this is not your jam, okay, if this is not your jam, I am going to do another design, and we're going to show y'all a completely different design, but still using succulents, okay? Thanks, Miss Lori. I put it in a dough bowl. So I put it in a wooden dough bowl, but I'm going to design another piece. I'm going to design another piece, okay? So if you guys wanted to, there are 2 succulent kits left. If you guys wanted to snag up both of them, you could do 2 pieces too, okay? I'm going to show you guys an alternative If you're not into, if you're not into a centerpiece, that's okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Yes, I have done a wreath with succulents. I did it on a beaded hoop wreath, and TMI does have beaded hoops. So if you guys wanted to try your hand at putting these succulents on a beaded hoop wreath, TMI has the beaded hoop wreaths in a couple different colors, right, Tiff? I think they've got them in, oh gosh, I think they may even have it in a blue, which I think would be really, really, really pretty. Did I finish this swag last night? Yes, I did. Yes, yes. So that's what we've been talking about, Miss Lori, is how everyone's kit is going to be a little tiny bit different. You're not going to get the same exact succulents, okay? But that's why I wanted to show this design, but I'm going to show another design with other types of succulents. And in case you didn't want it as a centerpiece, I'm going to show you how to do a wall hanging, okay? But, okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys. The beaded hoops, they come in pink, which would be really cool. It would contrast the green. Sage is all the rage. And gray would be awesome. Gray would be awesome for the succulents. So if you guys need inspiration with any of these ideas, I will try and post my succulent piece that I've done in the past. And I think we're good. I'm going all the way around. Oh, I'm going to add one more piece. We're going to design another option, okay? Yes, yes. So if you guys get your kits, if you guys get your succulent kits and you get different items, if you're struggling, reach out to me, okay? Send me a message. You can email me at tarnationcreations.com or you can send me a message on Facebook. Just don't message me here on TikTok. They're really not good about that, okay? So I'm going to take my moss and I am going to grab just a little tiny dollop of glue. I see a little bit of foam here, but I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to do this once. And I'm going to insert my glue onto my foam, spreading it out. Okay? That's why you need a dipstick. It's very important you use a dipstick. I'm going to grab my moss. When you're working with moss, I kind of rub it together so it creates a little bit more of a ball. And then the glue has had a little bit of time, so it's not going to burn me. And I just tuck it in there. And then we've got our moss covering our foam, so you don't see anything in the interior. Okay? So that's how I like to use my moss in my designs. I find it's easier. It's less frustrating because I want to try and get this done as easily as I can before I have to move on to the rest. Thanks, Ledna. Thank you so much. Yes, so this is a succulent kit from tmigifts.com. You guys can use my code TC20 and you will get 20% off. Every kit will be a little bit different. You may have different succulents, okay? If you struggle, send me a message. I'm happy to help you. You will need to provide your own base, okay? Or if it's going on a wreath, grab whatever form you want to use for your wreath. I am going to show you guys a couple different options, okay? That way you can kind of get inspired, get ideas. If you're intimidated, I know a lot of folks are visual learners. I'm a visual learner, okay? So when I see something visual, it helps put my mind at ease a little bit. So that's what we're going to do next. Alrighty, Rue. Hello, Miss Anna. How are you? Oh, y'all are loving the headband tonight. Thank you. My sister, who's very crafty, she sewed it for me, and it's got a nice thick wire in it. So it's kind of my boho-y, succulent-y, wild child headband. I love it. All right, I'm going to move the wreath. So this is the wreath that we're going to teach for the TMI class. It's happening Saturday, May 3rd. If you guys want to snag a ticket up for this class, come visit us at TMI. We're going to be there in person. There's going to be dinner, frequently asked questions, shopping, discounts, all sorts of fun times. And this is just my project. Courtney with Southern Owls is teaching how to do a mailbox swag, And the next day, as a separate ticket, Nicole is going to teach how to do a wired bow that has been so popular this season. So come for the weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think the whole class for Courtney's and mine is $150, and then Nicole's is $25. But you guys can use our discount codes on the event, okay? So if you guys want to save a little bit, use those discount codes for the event too, okay? All right, you guys ready for our next design with succulents? Just in case you may not be a centerpiece person, okay? We're gonna use a tobacco basket, not one, but two, okay? So let me walk you through how I'm gonna do this, okay? And we're gonna use the green foam on this one. I saved this. Does everything you use to make the centerpiece in the kit? Needy, all of the succulents and a foam block come in the kit. It does not come with your base. So if you want to get your own base, that's what you'll need to supply separately. But TMI has beaded hoop wreaths. I have done a succulent kit on a beaded hoop wreath and they look beautiful. In fact, I can grab one so you guys can kind of see the visual. Hang on one second. One second. Mine's a little bit different than what TMI has. So this is what I mean by a beaded hoop wreath, okay? And the succulents look really, really cool on a beaded hoop wreath. And TMI does sell beaded hoop wreaths. They have them in lots of different colors, okay? Yeah, Needy. So, and I think, Needy, you can use my code on the kit or you know, any other creator's code. But I think after the 20% off with my code, I think it makes the kit under $60. And if you guys don't know succulents, if you're shopping for faux succulents, let's talk about that for a minute, okay? Succulents are high end. They are not a lower end item. They can be a little pricey, okay? So I pulled some more succulents that I have. Ah! Nice! Thanks, Needy! Yeah, 52. Yes. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Needy? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what Needy does with it. Are you able to do virtual on your upcoming class for TMI? If that's what you mean. I don't think we're gonna be able to do virtual. I think in order to really, you know, give everyone the right attention for the people that are coming to the in-person class, I think we're going to keep it in person only. But just stay tuned for, you never know what else we're going to be doing, okay? Yeah. Hey, Miss Brenda, how are you? Okay, so I'm showing a couple other things that are from TMI you may have gotten in your kit. Look at these really pretty leaves. Okay. Oh, so we're using a whole variety of succulents. So if you get a different box of succulents, you'll know kind of a couple different ideas what you can do with it. Okay, this is a hanging succulent. They are so cool. And these retail sometimes for up to $20 just for this piece. So you guys are gonna get a steal with whatever you get in your kit. This was another succulent piece from TMI. Isn't that cool? I love it. Hey, Miss Tiffany, we are using succulents from my kit at TMI Gifts. Oh, Tiff, does that mean we sold out or is there one more left? Is there one more left? Look at all these cool succulents. These are all different kinds of succulents from TMI. So that's why I wanted to do two different variations so you guys can see what they would look like if you get a totally different kit, okay? Thank you. Grandma Cindy loves the red ones. Yeah, so you're going to get different colors, okay? You're going to get different colors. Yeah, isn't that pretty? I think that's really going to be fun for summer. Lori said she can make a few more kits. So if you guys want to, if there's one more kit I believe left on the website. But if some more folks wanted them, Miss Lori said in the chat just now she can make some more tomorrow. Thanks, Miss Lori. Thanks for doing that. Okay. All right. Let me grab some zip ties. We're going to do a little bit of engineering. Thanks, Needy. Thanks, girl. And you guys are going to want to stick around till the end of the live because I'm going to show y'all what our next couple pieces are that we're going to be designing with TMI. So stick around, okay? All right, we're going to grab some zip ties. I live off my zip ties. I can never... Who was it that was teasing me about my my moss? Wait till you see my zip tie bag. This is my zip tie bag. And I have this in like all the sizes and all the colors. You can never have enough zip ties in this industry, okay? I promise. So I'm going to take 2 tobacco wreaths. I'm going to stack them on top of each other. Tobacco wreaths are really, really popular. But I don't see a whole lot of tobacco wreaths with succulents. Do you guys like tobacco wreaths? Yay, nay? Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think of tobacco wreaths. I think they're really pretty. Does TMI ship to Canada? Do they? Hang on, Miss Gloria. We will get that question answered for you. Yes, says Miss Needy, any day. Okay, they do. They do ship to Canada, my dear. Yes. So if you want to snag the last succulent kit, now Miss Lori says she's going to make some more, okay? So if you guys are watching the replay for my friends on Facebook, check out TMI Gifts tomorrow, tmigifts.com. See how many kits they are able to restock if you want to grab this up, okay? But just to reiterate, every kit is going to be different, okay? You're going to get different succulents. Now, if you struggle, I volunteer to help y'all out. So you can send me a message and I'll help out, okay? Thanks, guys. Thank you. I have one wall in my dining room and it's all tobacco baskets. Are they decorated? How do you have them decorated? Or are they plain? That sounds really cool. Yeah, so if you guys missed it, if you guys are just now joining me, this is the centerpiece that I made using succulents. Now I've got to fill in some moss right here. That's okay. I will do that. But this is the first piece that I designed as a centerpiece to show you all something fun that we can do with this. I will get this listed on my website. I'm going to offer this because I know the shipping's going to be a little high. I'm going to offer this at just $69. So if you guys wanted to snag the centerpiece up, if you are not, you don't want to create something, hey, I get that. That's totally fine. I'm going to list the centerpiece for $69. Shipping is separate though, okay? All right. So now I'm going to take my foam block. I'm going to cut it in half. One in the middle has the floor inside. The rest of them are all different shapes. One in the middle. What? I'm Sharon. Oh, inside the rest of them are all different shapes, forms. Oh, very cool, Miss Sharon. That sounds really, really cool. Okay. I'm just going to cut through my foam. Hey, Miss Stacy, girl. No. No. Stacy, if you're just joining us, this is a collaboration, or a kit actually, with tmigifts.com. This is their succulent kit that Miss Lori and I worked together on creating. And I think there's one left on their website. You can use my code TC20 to snag it up. Otherwise, Miss Lori says she's going to be able to add a few more in tomorrow. But we made the centerpiece just a little bit ago. The kit comes with the block of foam I just showed and a variety of succulents. They're not all going to be the same. They're all going to be a little bit different, okay? But they are going to have a big one, smaller ones, a variety of things as well, okay? And you're going to get the florals. So you're going to get some really cool things. You're just going to have to provide your own base. So I used a wooden dough bowl. I should actually do the Should do the upside down test to make sure it's good. Okay. Oh, well, that was a little bit of glue, so nothing fell out, so we're good to go. TMI also has the beaded hoops, and succulents go really, really well with beaded hoops. So I wanted to show this as an option to give you guys ideas. If you want to grab a beaded hoop from TMI, put the succulents on a beaded hoop wreath. That would be really, really cool. Hello, my dear. Thank you. Burlap ribbon woven in between the basket. Yes, I know. Girl, get out of my head. Get out of my head. What are you doing? All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Hey, Christian, how are you, friend? Okay, am I missing questions or comments? Let me know if I'm missing questions or comments. Okay, so now I'm gonna extend, because I've got to get some length on my zip tie. So I'm going to put 3 zip ties together, and we're going to do this twice, and we're going to zip tie our foam to the tobacco basket. Okay, I think succulents on top of a candlestick would be really, really pretty. You could get a low-lying vase, and that would be really, really cool too. I think succulents make a great gift for someone. Mother's Day, grandmas, teacher gifts, administrative gifts, office gifts. You know, if you want to give something for your dentist, or you know, your vet, these would make great gifts. Thanks, guys. Thank you. All right. So what we're going to do now is feed this through, and if anyone's interested in snagging up one of these pieces, let me know. I will have them listed on my website. It is tarnationcreations.com. Okay, I will have the centerpiece listed. I showed it just a minute ago. It's going to be $69 plus shipping, and then this piece is going to be a little bit more because tobacco baskets are a little bit more. Okay. This one's going to be $115 plus shipping. Unless you are a subscriber through TikTok, then you'll get a really great discount. Okay, so I'm tightening this down. Don't forget your hairstylist and nail tech, says Miss Nicole. These would be great gifts for your hairstylist and nail techs. Yes. I love that idea. Okay, so I used a zip tie around the tobacco basket. Okay, I'm going to cut the back one off as well. There we go. I'm a safety girl though, so we're going to put another set of zip ties right here. Okay. Sharitza, if you're a subscriber, I have a special going on right now on any products on my website only, so not a custom order. You get free shipping for my subscribers. And let me tell you, a couple folks have already been purchasing. Some of my friends that live in California, they are saving $40 to $50 depending on the piece. If the piece is really large, like some of my swags, they're saving up to $50. So it's much better than a 10% off or 15% off. I've never done a sale like this, but I am getting ready to head into patriotic season, and then before you know it, it's going to be Halloween, and so I've got to be able to start making some space. So if you guys want to snag up some pieces on my website, check out tarnationcreations.com. If you're a subscriber, watch my video. There's a code that you have to enter at checkout, and I posted that code in the video, so you only get to see it if you're a subscriber, okay? Or if you want to purchase a piece from me and you're not a subscriber, subscribe, pay for the $5.99, and then you're going to save up to $40. All right, you ready to get this party started? Here we go. I'm going to scooch everything kind of over. Now I'm going to, you guys are going to help me choose. Do we design it on a diamond, or do we design it straight on? Let's hear. What do you guys think? Do we design it straight on, or do we design it on a diamond? What do you guys think? Diamond or straight on? Hey! Oh, no, none of that tonight. No, none of that tonight. Everyone is saying diamond. Janie says like it is. Wow, everyone is saying on a diamond. Okay, y'all are feeling our vibes from the other night when we used a work form. Mel says straight on. Everyone is, I think diamond wins. I honestly think diamond wins. Okay, so we are going to design on the diamond. Let me find a good little spot to insert it through our nail there. There we go. Wait, hang on. I got to see where my foam is positioned. I think that one's going to be better. Yeah. Yes! Okay. So, now, again, I'm going to grab my largest pieces, okay? Because if you start working with your smaller elements first, you're going to be forcing your larger elements in at the end, and it's going to make it really difficult to get them all in, okay? So we're going to start with our larger elements, which is going to be these. My foam is off center, but it's okay. It's okay because it's gonna get covered up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. If you guys were not in my live last night, let me just tell you, y'all, some of you guys may have been happy to have missed it. Some of you may have regretted missing it. So I've got three of these. Now, you could put these together just in the center, and already that makes such an impact, okay? So I think I'm gonna spread them out just a little tiny bit though, okay? I'm gonna spread mine out just a little tiny itty bitty bit. I'm gonna use my knife here. Let me see, I'm gonna see if I can, oh yes, okay. So you could just separate them that way. Oh, behaving tonight because the collab bosses are in. Oh, yeah. Okay, one more time. So I'm just going to yank this off. I'm going to cut my wire stem. So that's what we're going to be able to use. We're going to use that. And we don't need a lot. But you do need a good wire cutter, okay? Getting that in there. We just need a little stem. We don't need a big stem. All right. And then, there we go. So, what have you guys got going on today? How was your day today? What all happened? Hey, are our TMI friends still in here? When does Maddie go home with the baby? Do you know how hard it is on us to be this good? Oh Lord. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. All right, so I'm gonna dip that in my hot glue. And I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna kind of stagger these, okay? So I'm gonna go in at an angle. I'm gonna get it in nice and deep, okay? This one's gonna come up on the top. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. Oh, congratulations! Okay, hold that in for just a second. The other thing that you need to know about succulents, guys, is they can be heavy. If you have the larger pieces, they can be heavy. They can have some weight to them. You might be surprised, okay? So just something to be mindful of when you order the kit and how you design your piece is that you may need a good chunk of foam to support that weight. I'm telling you, it might surprise you. If you've never worked with faux succulents before, they're a dense, almost like a dense rubber. And they're really, really, really pretty, but they do have some weight to them. Picking up donations for your Blue Nights Ball. A great evening of jazz and dancing. Oh, how fun. Oh, Danette, that sounds terrible. Danette just hurt her fingernail. That's terrible. Ledna played in the dirt. Wait, is that for your job or for fun? I'm confused. I'm confused. All right, so we're gonna pop this out right there. Now, if you have something like this in your kit, okay, larger pieces or the kind of funky shaped ones, this is a really cool piece that would stand up because it gives the height. But I'm going to show you how it would look hanging down, okay? Kind of like what we did in last night's design with the orchids. You can use that kind of inspiration. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of coming down. We're gonna pop this. Look at the color on this. It's so pretty. This is so pretty. I have a flower farm. That's right. That's right. You did tell me that the other night. Yes, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. That's right. Hey, that sounds like a good day. Any day you get to play with flowers is a good day. Okay, I'm gonna plop that up there. And then we're going to grab our hanging elements, okay? Because again, I always want to use my largest pieces first, get the most coverage, and then use my smaller pieces as the fillers. Hang on. Well, I try. I try. All right. So let's see. I want to test this out. Sometimes you can kind of give a little bit of tension. Oh, sometimes you can give a little bit of tension and you can separate these, okay? Other times you can't and you have to use your nippers or you may just be with what it is, but that came out pretty easily. So we're gonna start adding these in next. We've got different heights, so I'm gonna sort them. I like sorting them by height because I want to know what my longest ones are, and I'm OCD. So I'm going to put my longest ones in first. Took my mom to the doctor. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is she feeling better now? All right, so we're just going to kind of sprinkle these. The taller ones I'm going to input first. Put the smaller ones kind of shaped around it. Go. And they go in so easily. So easily. Okay, I'm going to pop this in underneath. Coming down like that. And we're going to do one coming out different directions, different sprays. My shorter pieces, I'm going to try and get them up top. So I just kind of want them peeking out, okay? I love guessing where you're going to place them. It's like a game. Oh my gosh. Do you guys do that? Do you guys do that? Oh, I feel like this is going to be fun. Who all plays that game? I love that. Hope you just made me laugh. You just totally made me laugh. So I'm really just kind of sprinkling them around randomly. You guys play that game? Where will it go? You guys are cracking me up. I can't. So far, I've nailed it. I feel like there's an opportunity to turn this into some sort of a game. Like, how can we turn this into a game? You guys are hilarious. So this one's gonna go right here. I'm glad I'm learning that now. Yeah, I'm glad I'm learning that now. I never get it right. That's how I know Stop. Hey, you've also seen me pull stuff out, change it around. You guys have seen me do that too. All right. Oh. You guys are oh, hashtag, where will it go? Yes, Francesca. Oh my gosh. Heck yes. Heck yes. Hashtag, where will it go? Okay, so which one of these? One of these was from TMI. One of these was from my own stock. Okay, but let me tell you, I'm going to tell you what I paid for this, okay? I paid, because I wrote on it, $14.75. This one's not from TMI. I paid $14.75 for this. You're going to get a whole kit with succulents. When I tell you succulents are not cheap, I mean it. Succulents are pricey. We can call it, you guessed it. I don't know about that. Sorry, I'm still going through my brain, playing a few comments and things that were said from last night. Okay, so I want this coming. That's what I was doing. I want this hanging over here. Okay, we're gonna add more in. And when I tell you guys, these have some weight. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out some floral pins to be used. I had this bright pink one, but I couldn't get it to work. But if you get pink ones, okay, you can use the pink and the limes, and they make a really pretty color combination too, okay? All right, let me pull out some floral pins just to add a little extra security, okay? The pearls, yes, thank you. Yes, Stacy, the pearls are heavy. You guys would be surprised. They can be quite heavy, okay? So I'm gonna dip this in my glue. And actually, I'm gonna pre-drill my hole. So it makes it easier once you go to get it in. There we go. Thanks, Miss Tiff. So I believe there is currently right now one more succulent kit on the website with TMI, and you can use my code TC20, but Miss Lori at TMI, she's the one who, her and I worked together on creating this kit. So if you guys want to grab some more, say you want to do 2 pieces, you want to do a matching centerpiece with some sort of a wall piece, a wall decor, get some more kits when they restock them tomorrow, okay? And you can use my code TC20. You'll get 20% off. So I just put a couple extra floral pins in there to help support the weight. But we've got some more. Look, these are all different. Oh, Tiff, you missed a doozy last night. That's about all I can say, my dear. All right, I'm going to keep it as it is, but you could easily cut those apart and separate them. Thank you guys. This I'm going to input up top so it helps hang, and it's going to give a little bit more height, okay? So you don't always have to stick it just directly into the foam as it is. Think about putting it on top of the foam, and it'll lay a little bit different. Thank you. Oh. I will. All right, we're gonna add one more. So you guys, when you purchase the kit, you guys are, oh, that one came out. That's okay. We're gonna use a floral pin on that one. When you guys purchase this kit, you're getting a lot out of it. Let me see if this is where I want it to be, because I kind of want to see that texture, and then I'm going to feed it around my red. Yes. So do you see how I put that in there? I'm going to bring it up close. So by adding it in that way, you get a lot more texture in between the 3 red pieces. So that's how I'm going to get it secured in there real quick, okay? I am going to puncture it into my foam because I'm here, and I'm going to get some glue, and I'm going to use a floral pin as well. You guys like that? Okay, is this giving anyone ideas? Is it giving you inspiration? Have you thought about doing a succulent piece before? Who has designed a succulent piece before? Let me know. Okay. That's actually in there pretty good. I don't even need to use a U-pin. You like it, Miss Lori? Thanks! Okay, I've got one more smaller piece. I'm going to dip it in some glue. Okay, and it's going to be popping out over here on this side. So it's hanging out. Grab a floral pin. Oh, of course you have. Howling? Yes, we have some high winds here. Oh, do I have Melissa? Melissa, are you in the chat? I meant to message you. So I have a live scheduled for tomorrow night with my client, guys, but Oklahoma is also on standby for a possible tornado night. So if you don't see me tomorrow night live, okay, I'm just being safe, taking precaution. All right, I'm grabbing all my smaller elements. I'm going to use my leaves now. It inspires me to have you do the designs. Well, that's okay too. That's okay. We are you too, Bethany. Oh, you too. Tiff, are you guys under some warnings too? Oh, okay. Everyone stay safe. Okay. Everyone stay safe out there. And I'll post on my Facebook page if we're still going to be able to be live tomorrow. Okay. Oh no. Same in Missouri. Tornadoes are coming tomorrow night. Oh, yes. Okay, everyone stay safe. Stay safe. So if I'm not live, I'm just hunkering up, okay? Wait, what did Catherine say? Catherine said, hang on. I had a brown bean bowl that was very old, but no lid. That's really cool. I love that idea. I love that idea. Heck yes. And that's why I say check out thrift stores. Check out thrift stores, garage sales, because you're gonna probably find something really, really cool, really, really interesting. Okay, and that's what makes designing with succulents fun, is creating unique pieces. Okay, I went down below. Now I'm coming up top, and we're gonna puncture this into the foam, so it's kind of gonna give a little bit of height with our leaves up here. And these were also in the TMI box, okay? We had a small tornado in Southern California, Michelle? No way. Oh my gosh, what? That's wild. Okay, this one's now gonna come underneath. We're gonna pop it in at the very, very bottom. And I want the green hanging bits to be through that. So the green is standing out against the leaves. Yes, everyone needs to stay safe. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna rotate this. We're gonna put some on the sides as well. Hello, friends. Hello. How are you, Misha girl? What's up? How are you, friend? All right. Has the last kit from TMI Gifts sold? Is it gone, or do we still have one more left? Let's snip this down. The weather has been crazy in Northern California. This one's gonna go up top. And I'm fanning the leaves out. And then I've got one more, and I can't decide where I want it to go. Okay, there's just one. I know it's succulents, but I also feel rainforest. Ooh, I like that. Mary, it's snowing in Vegas? No way. No. Are you, you're pulling my leg. Snowing in Vegas? In March? What? No. That doesn't even seem possible. Okay. I'm really liking liking this. I am really, really liking this. What do you guys think so far? Hang on, I gotta hang it a little tiny bit different. There we go. We're gonna add some more though. We're gonna add some more. I've got these we're gonna add in. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I know. So when I post a photo, I want you guys to, if you're able to, tag me if you post your own photos, or comment under the video, and I want to see what everyone else creates. Yay! All right. I'm just going to gently pull these apart. The key is really having good nippers. May seem odd, but how do you water it? Oh, Cassandra, these you don't even have to worry about watering. They are faux. They are not real. So that's the even better part. You don't have to water these. They are so realistic looking, but they are fake. Yes. So you don't have to worry about that. This is a kit that I am making tonight from tmigifts.com. And this is called the Succulent Kit. If you guys are shopping, whether it's through their app or online, you guys can use my code TC20. And if they do sell out before the live is over, they said they're going to be able to restock a few more tomorrow. Yes, Cassandra, they do look real. And I'm telling you guys, all my TikTok friends, y'all should hop over to my Facebook page. If you aren't following me on Facebook, it's Tarnation Creations, just no space, okay? I'm challenging you. Hop over to my Facebook page. The view tonight on my Facebook page, it is 10 times better than on TikTok. I'm telling you. Hop on over to Facebook and look at the view on Facebook. It is so much prettier. Okay, so I'm scattering these throughout. Do you have any wildflower type ones? Well, I don't sell supplies. I make designs with them. These are supplies that came from tmigifts.com. So if you wanted to purchase a kit, you are going to get a variety of succulents in this kit. And I'm just showing a couple different ways how to use it. So we made a centerpiece just a little tiny bit ago. I'll show that here in just a second. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. Yes, I'm telling you. For my friends that came over to Facebook, look at the color difference. It's wild. So I know y'all love TikTok, but if y'all aren't following me on Facebook for whatever reason, the lighting, even though my devices are exactly the same, the lighting on Facebook is so much better. I'm telling you. Yes, Sharitza. Yes, Miss Lisa. I know, and you can see a lot more up close, which is wild to me because the phone and the iPad are literally less than an inch apart from each other. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. All right, so I'm just putting those in there, going different directions, okay? Anything that's going to be pointing a certain way or a different way is what's going to make your eye stop and visually go, hey, what is that? What is that? Right? I know. It looks way better. I'm telling you, all y'all, the chat is fun in TikTok, but the view is better on Facebook, I'm telling you. It does. Yes, you can see so much better. It's wild to me. It's wild. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But if you want to see a better view, head on over to my Facebook page. All right, it's true. It's very, very true. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what's up with the tiki-taki. Who knows? Who knows? Gina says, what a difference. Heck yes. Colors are deeper. Yeah, the colors are deeper on TikTok. They're a little bit brighter over on Facebook. It's crazy. It's crazy. I wish I could take a photo. If I had the ability with another device, I would take a photo of my layout. Phone, iPad. It's hilarious. I know, Christina. I know. TikTok, do better. we could say that about a lot of things right now, couldn't we? Okay, I've got a gap right here between these two I'm going to take care of. Whoa, don't put too much glue like I just did. Part ways. Make the room to insert that into the foam. And look at that. So these are what I'm adding in now. And like I said, if you guys purchase a succulent kit from TMI Gifts, and yours is totally different, like they're all going to be a little bit different, okay? And if you get stuck or you need help, send me a message or an email. You know, I'm happy to help, okay? I know succulents is not really something you see done a lot. So if you guys need help, send me a message. Hey, Miss Janie, it does look better here. That's okay, Miss Linda. Miss Linda's switching to TikTok. That's okay. I've been watching you since you first came on. Oh, Gloria, what? Thank you so much. Okay, Miss Gloria, what was the first thing you remember what was the first live you remember me showing? I'm trying to remember. I mean, I think I know what my first live was. I think I know. Oh, but that's really cool. Thank you, my dear. Hey, Melissa. How are you, friend? How are you? All right. I'm going to pull that out just a little bit more. I think we're done. I think we are done. All right, I'm going to set my excess pieces aside. And then I'm going to show it up close, okay? Hang on one second. Hang tight. All right, so the first design we made was our succulent centerpiece, okay? So if you need some design or inspiration, this is our centerpiece that we made. Your kit comes with a variety of succulents and a block of foam, okay? You will need to supply your own base. So that's why I wanted to do two designs tonight. I wanted to show you guys two different options, okay? One, I used a dough bowl, just a beautiful wooden round dough bowl. And then for this piece, I used not one, but two tobacco baskets. So this is a wall piece, not necessarily a wreath, but a wall piece. Oh, thank you, Miss Gloria. Thank you so much. So this is what we designed as a wall piece, but I'm going to show y'all another option, okay? We're not going to design another piece, but you could easily put this same design on a beaded hoop wreath, or you put this off to the side, you put it on the top. Beaded hoop wreaths go really beautiful with succulents, and TMI does have beaded hoop wreaths. They have them in a variety of colors, okay? And you can use my code TC20 on hoop wreaths if you want to put them on a hoop wreath. You can find tobacco baskets in a variety of places. You can go thrift store shopping, garage sailing, find something unique. Find something unique, okay? Something that speaks to you, because I think the cool thing about succulents is they are all so different. I don't care how many times you see succulent designs, they're all gonna look very, very unique and very different. So, you guys have any questions for me? I believe there's one kit left on TMI Gifts page, but they are gonna be restocking them tomorrow. So for my Facebook friends, if you're watching this on the replay, you can go back to TMI Gifts tomorrow. They're gonna restock a few more. I don't know how many they'll be able to restock, but use my code TC20, you'll get 20% off. The kit comes with just about all you need except for glue, a good set of nippers, and whatever base you're gonna put it on. And I think it's $52 with my discount. It's $52. So you're gonna be able to make something really, really cool. Thanks, Miss Jennifer. Thanks, girl. Hattie says Facebook is okay, but up too close. Okay, good to know, good to know. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Miss Janie, thank you guys. Well, tell me which piece do you like better? Which one is your favorite? The centerpiece or the wall decor? How would you attach the succulents using the hoop? You use the foam. You use the foam. Yeah. You use foam. The baskets are your favorite. The centerpiece, Beth says both. Wall decor. Wow, thanks guys. Lynette, you got the kit? Awesome. Oh, thank you. Okay, so for how to put them on a beaded hoop wreath, I would take your foam and I would secure it where you want it. Okay, if you're gonna, this is the foam cut in half because I used the other half here, but you could use the whole piece if you wanted to, and you're gonna either use zip ties or you're gonna use a good sturdy wire and wrap it around. A lot of times I like to cover the back of my foam with felt, so it covers it up, and then it's not gonna shed at all. But that's how I would do it on a beaded hoop wreath. Miss Patricia says both. Well, thank you. Thanks, guys. Well, if anyone is interested in purchasing one or both of these, actually, hang on. If someone wanted to purchase both of these, I will throw in a discount. I will throw in a discount. But the centerpiece is going to be $69 plus shipping. Okay, shipping might be just a little bit with this height, but $69 plus shipping for this gorgeous centerpiece. Okay, and then the wall decor hanging piece, it's going to be a little bit more. It is $115 plus shipping. So again, if you guys wanted to purchase both of them, I will happily message me and I will bundle them and offer a little discount. A beautiful set. Yes, I think they would, because they're different, but they do complement each other, I think, really, really well. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Do you guys have any questions? Thanks, Miss Ileana. Thank you. Any questions at all? I will get these listed on my website. I'll list them tonight. They just won't have the actual photos because it's too dark. So I will take good daylight photos tomorrow. But I will list them on the website. That way if someone wanted to snag them up tonight, you could, okay? Thanks, Miss Krista. Oh, I believe it, Tracy. I believe it. I can see it on my phone. I can see like let me tell you, I look like a pale ghost on Facebook. On TikTok, I look like a lovely tan. Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, we got to 20,000 likes tonight. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. If you're just popping in, we did these two beautiful pieces from TMI Gifts. This is a succulent kit. I showed two different ways how to use the kit because each kit is going to be a little bit different, but I showed how to make it as a centerpiece. Okay. And I showed how to make it as a wall piece using tobacco baskets. So I'm going to get both of these listed on my website. Give me just a little tiny bit. And I'm scheduled to be live tomorrow night at 8. I'm scheduled to be live tomorrow night at 8. But if I'm not, that's due to weather, okay? Both for less than 200. That's beyond a deal. We would sell it for over 500. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you. Did you have to add to the kit for the centerpiece? Well, I added, well, I used my own base, and I did add just a few other, I think I added 2 other succulents. I added this one, and I may have added this blue one. So yeah, so this is a piece that is, let's see. So this is an 11-inch diameter, bowl, okay? So because I designed 360, it did use up every single piece, and I added 2 more. Thank you, thank you. Let me grab a couple other options though, just to give you guys some ideas, okay? Hang on, let me grab a couple other things just to give some ideas and some inspiration, okay? All right. So, if you purchased the kit and you found a smaller tobacco basket, okay? You're not going to be you're going to have tons and tons left over. You're going to be able to do 2 kits. If you choose to get something it's a rectangle, okay? You are not going to design, you're not going to design 360. I mean, unless you want it to be, but if you want it to like sit against a wall, you're only going to design one way. So it depends on what base you use. You can do a smaller piece, okay? This standing up or in here. So it really depends on what size base you're going to use, how much you're going to need. And I just wanted to show a couple different sizes, different variations to kind of help give you options and ideas. But yes, let's show what we're going to be doing. Thank you, Krista, for the reminder. Let's show what we're going to be doing for TMI with our next piece with TMI, okay? So mark your calendars, This is a collaboration, and this is going to be happening March 25th, Tuesday. Our next TMI Tuesday is going to be March 25th, and it's a collaboration, so this is not a kit, okay? But do you guys remember who was with me, who was watching me last year when I was working? I think I had just started working out with TMI, and I did a couple different pieces with EVA foam. I did post it on my story on TikTok, and I'll post on Facebook tomorrow. But EVA foam is a really fun product because it's thin, it's waterproof, okay? And these are simple designs. All you have to do is add a bow, add some florals. They're easy to push through the foam, okay? So these are fun little projects you could do on spring break with your kiddos, on summer break, teenagers. Easy way to decorate, have a little fun. So I'm going to show you guys, we're going to do 2 different designs with the EVA foam. I know, isn't it cute? So we're doing a yellow glitter peep. I'm going to put it right up here. This is a collaboration. This is not a kit. So if you guys want to get these supplies, snag them up at tmigifts.com. You can use my code TC20. All right, hang on. I want to show y'all what I'm going to be doing. I'm so excited. I'm going to add a little. I'm going to add a little bit. Okay. I think this is what I'm using. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to teach y'all how to add in with that yellow a little bit of the purple so it contrasts so pretty together. We're going to add just a few of these really pretty tulips. Not a lot, just a few. Just a few. They're pink. They're going to sit really pretty against the purple. Okay. And then they've got these really sweet fillers. Look at all these fillers with other tulips, okay? So we're going to add in just one on each side, and we're going to create a bow with the 2.5-inch pink plaid and the 1.5-inch purple gingham. Now, guys, this one is 50 yards. 50 yards. So you're gonna, if you get that, you're gonna have a ton of it left over. Perfect for Easter, perfect for spring. So that's the first piece we're gonna design. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be under 30 minutes. You're gonna be surprised how fast we're gonna get that going. So we're gonna do another piece with EVA foam. This one's gonna be a bigger one, okay? This one's gonna be a bigger one. This one, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at this ice cream cone. So again, these are thin, flat backed. They come with a hanger already on them. Even if you just wanted to purchase these and decorate, put them around your house, put them on your door, kids' room. If you have seasonal decorating, these are just really fun to decorate with. I'm just gonna show you guys a couple ways to elevate it. But this one's gonna be a more advanced design technique, okay? We are gonna put that, are you ready? We're gonna put this in a wreath. We're going big. We are gonna go big. It's gonna be a big big piece. I'm going to use this fun mesh. Look at the multicolors on it. 20-inch mesh. I believe, yes, anything with a tiger print on it. That's one that the ladies at TMI, Miss Tracy and Miss Lori, they got to design the colors of these. So really kind of cool, really exciting. We're then going to add in, check out these bay leaves. Oh, they're so pretty. Yes, the foil. Nice. Okay, look at these bay leaves, these teal bay leaves. I've been using a lot of designs with pink and teal. I used the ice cream cone in a wreath last year. Jennifer, stop. Did you really? Oh my gosh. Well, I can't look at it now because I don't want to be inspired. I mean, I don't want to be like, you know, I don't want it to change my idea, but I'm going to check it out after I make it because I want to see what you did. Okay, we're then going to add in some of the lycopodiums. These are one of my favorite picks from TMI. They come in a lot of different colors. The purple and the blues are absolutely stunning. We're going to use the white kind of to go off of the frosting of the ice cream cone. Okay. And then these are the ribbons we're going to use. I may just stick with those two. We'll see. We'll see. But look how perfectly that color goes with the waffle cone and this teal ribbon. You guys may recognize I used this teal ribbon when I designed on Miss Nicole's Easter egg that was pink and teal. This is the 4-inch from TMIgifts.com. It's that crystal shine, so it's not going to shed glitter. And you can use my code TC20 on any of these products. Look how fun this is all going to be. I'm really excited. That's going to be happening March 25th, TMIgifts.com. These are collaborations, so these are not a kit, okay? But if you want to purchase the supplies, you can, and follow along with me. Thanks, guys! So that's what we got going on. Which one are you guys most excited to see, the ice cream cone or the peeps? Thanks! I thought it would be good. I mean, this is Easter, but I mean, the ice cream cone works perfectly for summer. Fun, start off the year, pool party vibes. Last year, I think I used the ladybug, the star, the patriotic star. I used a carrot, and I did another EVA foam piece. But they have lots of them. They've got crosses, I think. They have butterflies. I think they've got a birdhouse one that would be really pretty for spring too. So check out the EVA foam pieces that TMI has. Shop around, see what ones you want to get, see what inspires you. These are great because they're waterproof too. All right, y'all, that's all I've got for tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a great night. For anyone in my region of the country or other places that are experiencing weather, I hope you all stay safe. I wish you peace with weather and everything else. So everyone stay safe, and hopefully we get to be back live tomorrow night, and I will see y'all later and talk to y'all again soon. Bye, guys.